Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be building a DIY pulley system. So pretty much what we're going to do is, this will be over like that kind of thing. We're going to attach some weight to this end of it, and we're going to attach an attachment to this end of it with a pulley system up there. So a homemade cable system. That's the general gist of it, and yeah, we're just gonna try and do it. This is straight off the head. We just went to Bunnings, picked up a couple of things we needed, so hopefully this works. We honestly just guessed the length of what we're gonna need. So we've got 2.5 wire now, 2.5 meter long wire now, so hopefully this works. All right, so what we're gonna need is some 5mm stainless steel wire, some galvanized steel chain, some more chain, some wire rope grippy thingies, some rope thimble thingies, some extra carabiners, parts of the carabiners, a heavy duty swivel pulley, milk crate. Alright, so what we're going to start with is we're going to actually make loops around this, so it's not just a little bit of broken wire. We actually have to loop it, so we're going to be using some wire rope grips. It's important to make sure that the rope grips are the same kind of thickness as the steel wire, because you know, if it's too small, it's not going to fit. So we've got 5mm wire, so we need 5mm rope grips. So pretty much this is going to be like that. We're going to tie it around like that and tie the bottoms, and yeah, that's what it's going to look like. All right, cool. All right, so we've got this like that. But you may be asking, how are we going to fasten it? Well, lucky for you, you've got some rope thimbles. So these are pretty much what ties this down in place. So you'll have the loop, and then the rope will be connected and tightened by these little rope fastener thingies. So important again, make sure they're 5mm to fit the chain, to fit the steel rope. And yeah, so we'll just, oh, they're already open, cool. Here's what they look like. All right, let's get started. Let's make the little ends. To pretty much make the loops on each end. So what we're gonna need is these little thingies, and also the wire rope grips. So what we're gonna do first is put the wire rope grips on to make an actual loop. We'll put this thing in, and then we'll tighten the rope grips so it tightens around and works really nice, something like that. So that's what we're gonna make. So what you wanna do is you wanna get this end, you wanna create the loop, like so. You wanna put them next to each other, and then you wanna make sure this loop is kind of the size of this, as we'll stick that in soon. So tying that down like that. And it's also important to not have that much left over, otherwise the cable won't have as much range of motion. So we got that locked, as you can see. So now we've got to tighten them and put the little thingy in, and then yeah, we're sweet. So now we've got this all tightened up like that, kind of held in place. We're just gonna chuck this bad boy in. We're gonna tighten it the whole way, so it will end up being squashed like that. All right, cool. All right, so once you kind of got it like that, you just want to pull this side in like that, just so you don't have much excess rope. And then what you want to do is you just want to get some pliers and tighten it. Now we actually had an actual little spanner for it, so if you've got one of these, it works so much better. Fits perfectly, and just tighten them as tight as they go. So you just want to do the same with the other side, and just so you've got two sides that look exactly like that. All right, so that's pretty much the hardest part done. So you can see we've done it from both sides. So I made two little loop-de-loop thingies. Honestly, that was a pain in the ass. If you can get these from Bunnings by yourself, we got 2.5 meters of it. So we just went to a hardware, we've got 5mm steel, they've just got it all in a line, and they just cut it for us for the length that you want. So we've got 2.5 because you've got to take into the account that we're going to fold these little bits over. But yeah, if you can find 2.5 meter long, or around that, even 2 meters long, some stainless steel with the loops on the end of it, the steel wire, go for it because it saves you a lot of time. But yeah, anyway, it's a cheap option. It's probably cheaper to do it this way anyway. So yeah, that's the hardest part done.
Yeah, just fuck up everything, huh?
Sweet. I had it just for precaution because these are absolutely destroyed my fingers. They shredded my fingers. So we're just going to duct tape them together so it's protected, and it also just makes it look cleaner if we do it like that. Beautiful, look at that, perfect. A bit too long like ours is. You can just adjust it by pulling more of this through, and we're just going to duct tape it to the top there, and we're just going to leave this on the bottom side and use this as a top. Yeah, that just gives us more range of motion, and it'll allow us to be close to it, and we allow us to have actually a seat there if we want some like pull downs or something like that. All right, cool. Just a little tip if you need. All right, so next up is the pulley. So we kind of realized that's not going to go in, as you can see. That's not going in. So luckily we can undo it and pull it apart, and we can just stick it in after. But I recommend putting the pulley in first before you actually stick these loops in. Or if you buy it with the loops, try and get a pulley that you can pull apart and just rope the steel in the middle there. Alright, so I'm gonna chuck that there, put the wheel back in, like so, line the holes up, bing bang bop, chuck this bad dog in, stick the pin through these holes again, there we go, like that, and beautiful, we got a fully working pulley system, too easy. Alright, so now we have to actually mount the thing, so we're mounting it to here. The pull-up bar. So if you don't have a chin-up pull-up bar or a power rack with a bar on top of it, you can either go to a door frame and mount it to the top. So you just have to get an extra attachment with that goes through this pulley hole, and it has 2 screw holes on the top, and you just drill it into the door frame, so it'll be sitting on the door frame. But if you actually have a rod or a pole or a pull-up bar that you can actually attach it on, it works heaps. And if you're making a cable machine, you're probably most likely going to have something like that anyway in your home gym. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So the cheapest thing we could find is actually a chain. So it's not a long chain, probably about 30 centimeter chain. All we're going to use it for is to just put it around like that, attach it, and then we're just going to put the pulley in there, in the actual carabiner, and that's what's going to hold it. If you can find a strap with the hole at the end of it too, then you can attach a carabiner to the actual pulley. But yeah, this is cheap, 30 centimeter, just normal stainless steel chain, and just a carabiner is all you're going to need for this. Also, if you don't like the length of it, so if it's hanging down a bit too long or you can't find a good chain, you can always just attach it to one of these chains, and it will be shorter distance for you to pull. And you just have to deal with some excess chain, or you could tie that up somewhere if you wanted. But yeah, we're just going to do it like that. Alright, and now we're just going to attach this to the carabiner on top. So if your pulley has a hole, you need to make sure you buy it with the hole. And make sure the carabiner that you buy actually fits through this hole, because we've had that problem a couple of times. But just hook it on, and then boom, we have a cable machine. So the simplest way that we could think of to attach weight is just some galvanized chain. It comes in different lengths. We got these cut again, so we got this at 1.5 meters, and we got it cut. So what we can basically do is feed this through any weight plate that you've got, and then just attach it. So we'll demonstrate now. Just get a plate. If you don't have holes like this, so we're lucky we've got that, but we'll just do it for normal. Chuck the chain like that, so it's got decent swing length. Then you just need another carabiner, and we're just gonna put that through this first chain length, and then stick it into about there. So we have a good pulley system. And then all you need to do after that is just attach it to the cable, and voila, you pretty much have a pulley. So that works, that's beautiful. For this situation like that, see, we've got quite a bit of length. So what we'd do is we'd actually take this out, attach it to one of these higher ones, and just attach this so it stops it dangling. and then you got a much bigger range of motion. Easy. Alright, so overall, pretty good, works pretty smoothly. Change anything would probably be the length of this because we didn't really calculate it how we needed it to, and we didn't have anything to cut it with, so it's a bit long. So if you want it, if you want more of a range of motion, definitely get it shorter, but just make sure you measure your space first and get the equivalent rope size to that. But yeah, other than that, works well. I like it. So, you know, it helps quite a lot of people being able to use the cable machines, and it's really easy, really simple to install and hold a lot, especially if you're going to attach to a bar or something like that. So the weakest thing on this actual whole pulley system can actually bear up to 250 kilos in weight. So, you know, it's not going to be a problem for most people. You know, other than me, I can probably lift 260, 270, 280, 290 kilos, maybe 500, 600, 700 pounds, something like that, you know. But yeah, overall, I really enjoy it. Also, a couple of other things that you could do with the pulley attachment. So if you wanted to do biceps and stuff like that, all you have to do is get an extra pulley, put an extra bit of chain and attach it to something heavy on the floor. So I was thinking if you got a weight or something that you can really like pin it down with, put the chain through like that. So the chain's like that, have the pulley on the opposite end, so the opposite end, feed the rope over that pulley and under this pulley, and then you'll have two, then you'll be able to use it as a bicep attachment. So that will work if you wanted to do something like that. Also, if you want to, if you actually got to do a proper full gym setup, if you got two walls like this, what you can do is you could attach a pulley system to each wall, drill into the concrete, and you can use it as cable flies too. So that's just two pulleys on each side, just attach some weight to it, and then you could do cable flies, something like that. So this costs us under $50. So a couple of dollars for the pulleys, a couple of dollars for the stainless steel wire, for the chains, and the carabiners, under $50. So, you know, it saves you having to spend $1,000 on a cable machine or something like that. And yeah, just, you know, for the time being, my gyms are closed, and if you want a quick home gym or you want to do some home workouts and switch it up or something like that, you know, $50 to make a cable machine is pretty good, and it works really well. Like, I actually feel the squeeze really well, and it's very smooth, especially if you get a good pulley. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, stay tuned for more. Alright, sweet. Catch you later. Pretty easy to store as well. Look at that. Chop it all. Bye, yeah.